Contrast uncut, yeah, you know that's us. Where we only speak the real and the real rock with us. Where we motivate the people and politic on success. Oh no, we ain't DJ Khalid, but they swearing we the best.
What's happening? It's Contrast Uncut. That's the main camera.
Okay.
I want to give a huge shout out to Uncle Snoop's Army and Blvd Presents. I appreciate you, brothers. It's your host, Zylo, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we got an incredibly dope special guest, you hear me? He's from Southern California, Hub City, CPT, you know, not to be confused with LA, you hear me? Compton, California, South Harlan Ave and West Alondra Blvd to be exact.
Yes.
He's a decorated and celebrated platinum and billboard charting singer, songwriter, and recording artist.
That sounds good.
Oh, it's real. It's real. He has a soul-rich voice that's eclectic and a rare ability to paint a distinctive picture that can inspire you to, you feel me, move and at the same time make you think. And that's what his music is all about.
You never lie.
He has worked with some of the biggest names in the game, you feel me, from an early age. He started fucking with Kendrick, Chance the Rapper. I'm throwing that in there. It's not even written. Shout out to Uncle Dog. You feel me, Uncle Snoop,
Yeah.
ASAP Mob, Dreamville, Khalid, R.I.P. Nip the Great, just to name a few.
Just a few.
You hear me? Now with the latest single. You feel me? With the latest single, Way Too Long, featuring Blxst, is a nice rollout, you feel me, to this up-and-coming sophomore album that we
SuperGhetto.
are all waiting for. You feel me? March 25th, SuperGhetto. And you hear me, as he gets live on here, the energy is amazing, it's authentic. If you ain't know who I got on the show by now, it's all good. We get all episode to chop it up with the man himself. You hear me? Buddy, how you doing, King?
What up? How's it going? How you feeling?
Man, I'm honored, bro.
That was an amazing introduction. Thank you so much.
Oh no, it's real. It's authentic, man.
Good to
All you
hear.
did, you feel me, is put your gift out there on display, and
Yeah.
we absorbed it and loved it. So you
Word.
feel me? All I could do is spit it back to you.
I feel you. It's good to hear.
I gotta tell you from the jump, bro. Time's the most finite thing we have on this earth. I gotta tell you how much I appreciate your time, fucking with me, fucking with the viewers and the listeners. Thank you.
What up? Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it as well.
Hell yeah. I met Buddy at a video shoot a couple weeks back. Shout out to G.I. Joe. Shout out Direct Dev.
You was there?
Yeah, that's how we
Okay.
met.
Crazy. That
You
was
know.
ghetto, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, we
In
was
the back? Yeah, we was in the hood.
You hear me? We was there.
Yeah.
We was super ghetto.
It was
before
cracking.
the album.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. That's why I called it that. I'm always trying to shine the light on the ghetto, but just like, you know, present like more positive aspects than, you know, what's known.
perceived.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, fuck your narrative. Look at the real narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got highlights from brothers like you. So, buddy, what's the normal 24 hours for you?
I wake up, I thank God.
Amen.
I'm trying to like build out a little workout regimen. I might do like 100 push-ups, go take a hike. I got a gym membership. Might go in there, do some yoga or some steam room. You know what I'm saying? Try to cook more at the crib. I'll be pulling up here to the studio, just making as many songs as I can. Studio hopping, working with all my favorite producers. We're just also my best friends in the world. And I just like make time to hang out with friends and do stuff outside the studio. I might go kick it with my family. My days are sporadic, you know, and it's ever changing. Today, I went and got a physical. I had a full checkup. I went to the doctor. They took my blood and some piss, and I'm just trying to get right with me.
Come on. He said, I'm going to keep my skin right because I'm going to for sure hit that sauna.
Yeah.
You hear me? And then he going to work out. But at the same time, the main thing is based around your livelihood of how you feel good.
Yeah.
And how you can narrate your stories and you give it all back to the music.
I've been on some health and wellness lately. Just really trying to just, you know,
Bro,
stay
you
healthy
see the
and
gut,
wealthy.
man. You trying to inspire me. You hear me? I need to get back on it. I got a quote. Let me know how this quote relates to you. If it doesn't, the ideas, I want you to talk about it. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
A speaker of truth has no friends. Nip the Great, Nipsey Hussle. How does that relate to you?
Well, I only got so many friends, and I be telling the truth.
Whew. Pun intended. Yeah, because, you know, the reality is there's so many yes people in this world. There's not enough people keeping it real and authentic.
Yeah.
And when I read that quote, it was like when it comes to Buddy's music, when it comes to everything I've seen from the interviews, you going to call it what it is.
Yeah.
You ain't going to sugarcoat shit.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just, you know, say what's on my heart in the moment.
That's real. And it transpires, it transfers.
Yeah.
And we can relate.
Yeah.
So talking about the music game, do you feel like the game chose you or you chose the game?
The game definitely chose me. Like, I grew up in church. My dad was, like, choir director, the men's choir. You know what I mean? So I've always just been around music and my upbringing. And then once I took it to my own hands, I remember just recording on GarageBand on the desktop in the living room. All my family was asleep. And then it turned into something. Somehow it got in Pharrell's hands. He flew me to Miami. I was working with Snoop and a bunch of different people, Pharrell, you know, and it just opened more doors and opportunities for me to just do my own thing. And then once I signed with RCA, they gave me a new platform to just like curate my own sound, and that's when I did Harlan and Alondra, which gave me another opportunity to get the golden ticket to go to the Dreamville sessions. And that was after I was in the studio with Nipsey and Mike and Keys on a day-to-day basis, just building my own sound outside of like Pharrell's production and like, you know, just really found my own like
signature
essence, you know what I mean, in the music, and just start going hard with that.
Whew, you talked about so much so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about you hit so many gems just in the beginning. It'd be like, man, you standing on like 100-carat diamond on your talking tongue.
I mean, that's just what happened.
Hey, it's gonna choose you or you chose it, and it was both, huh?
Yeah, you know, I just kind of like didn't play around with it, tried to do the best I could, and not really just have fun with it. You know what I mean? Not take it too seriously, but just have fun.
Come on, that's the passion of it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm really known for how fun-loving I am.
Facts. So would you consider it your first confirmation that music's what you're supposed to invest your time into? To start off on GarageBand, I gotta salute you on that, 'cause that's a free program, and you did not let it go to waste.
Yeah, DIY guy, you know what I'm saying? I press record and recorded myself in the desktop mic, so I didn't have it was not no fancy setup. I was just trying to get some songs out.
Would you say it was right then and there that you heard yourself on Wax the first time? Or would you say it was when you got flown out to Miami to work with Pharrell? Or would you say it's later on, as you continue to grow and blossom into your sound?
Well, as soon as I recorded myself and heard myself back, I knew I sounded tight. I liked it at least. You know, I used to do like showcases where I had to sell tickets before all the Pharrell stuff.
Pay to play.
Once I just like got to the next level of just like quality of recording in studio sessions with just the big fancy expensive mic and the board and the top tier engineers to just make you sound super clear, I got spoiled, and I just wanted to keep doing it that way so they can hear me clear the first time.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Let's run it back. A lot of people don't know the rich history and talent in Compton. Who are some of your global, you feel me, but local role models?
I mean, Kendrick, obviously. Last time I seen him was at Nipsey's funeral. TDE was wearing all white, looking like angels, and they left a little early to beat the traffic. And it's just like really down-to-earth friend, but still like world icon, you know, from the same place as me, which is just very inspiring for me to just keep going, you know?
That's a major global role model that's local.
Yeah.
You hear me?
The halftime show was epic.
Whew. Man. That just needs
So
a
West
moment of
Coast.
silence. That's one of them. You need a moment of silence.
I for sure thought they was gonna bring out the Pac hologram, but I guess it was too bright.
They said it was too much of a rumor to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
We got ahead of it ahead.
Yeah,
and
true.
the internet had to get defeated.
Yeah,
so they didn't give it to us.
Wow, okay. That makes sense. Trolls.
Whew. Fucking the game up. How much of a role did the streets of Compton play on your music? Because, you know, the perception of Compton is that it's violent, it's dangerous. There's a whole bunch of activities, you feel me, surrounded. How were you able to be the fun and joy in such a sometimes dark day?
I just feel like growing up in Compton, I'm like of it, but I wasn't really involved in it. You know what I mean? So my parents, like, they really blessed me and just took me out of the city to do activities when I was younger. Like, I was in, like, acting classes and just, like, I went to high school outside of Compton. So, like, I was involved in other parts of Los Angeles, you know? I did this conservatory called AGC, Amazing Grace Conservatory. It was ran by Wendy Raquel Robinson. And they taught a bunch of inner city Los Angeles children how to act, sing, and dance. We did, like, live theater plays. So I was doing, like, acting. I had like headshots, resume. I would go on auditions, do like background work, and just like building out, you know what I mean, my career at an early age.
See, I did kid acting too. I was supposed to be in Little Rascals.
Oh, words.
I swear, bro, I made it through the 4th round of the auditions. Like, it was a national audition. Made it to the 4th round. I met Steven Spielberg.
That's fire.
And then I lived in Bakersfield. So our car broke down on the way. And this is 1995. You can't just hop on a cell phone and bang someone direction and say, casting, I'm late. None of that. I had to let that moment go. We were stuck on the side of the road for like 4 hours.
That's cold-blooded. Rascals would have been the one.
Bro, I look dead on Spanky, bro.
I did background work for Starsky and Hutch. it was like that school when they let out the high school. I like jumped out the high school first, got on my bike, walked down the street, but it was just background work, ain't too crazy.
Shit, but the auditions, bro, you learn how to work and you learn how to present yourself.
Yeah, get comfortable in front of the camera and just
Come on, first impression, make
Definitely.
a lasting moment.
Builds confidence and character.
Damn. Boy, I for sure spent off and forgot exactly what I was talking about. But, fuck it, I'm gonna go back into the script. What made you keep on going, bruh? Like, you feel me? I know you said you heard your voice on the mic and it sounded immaculate. You
Yeah.
heard it where it was through the big speakers. It was someone else top notch on the, you feel me, on the knobs, making you sound right. But what made you keep on going? What inspired you to keep that fire in there, to keep on pushing out music that we need as an audience?
I mean, I always thought I was tight, and I make music for myself first, so just to listen to and enjoy for myself. But once I like released it to the world and the masses just like also appreciated it and really liked it, it's definitely lit a fire under me to keep going and put more music out for people to enjoy. So I would say the fans, shout out to all the fans for listening. Keep on listening. I love you.
Come on. Shit, no, we fuck with you too, man. It's all love. I feel it's always somebody that invests in an idea or puts someone in a position to reach their dreams. Who do we owe to thank you for investing into your sleepless dream?
My mama. Y'all owe my mama a lot. She drove me countless hours, called, made appointments, and was there the whole beginning stages. So my mother owes a big thank you, mama.
As you was talking about that made me think, how much did your acting and auditions prepare you for the spotlight when it comes to music and being on stage? Because, bro, your energy on stage, you rock festivals.
Yeah.
You just not the club guy. You the festival guy.
Yeah, I mean, I just also grew up in church, and my dad was like a preacher, so I would always just like watch him just command a crowd and keep their attention, and you know what I mean, have like a nice beginning set up to a climax of a point he's trying to make, and then a nice closing to get people all the way out of there. So it's a combination of both my parents, you know. Shout out to my parents.
Come on, it's a foundation at home that really builds the future. And then it takes the village, because sometimes your parents can't make it to everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, relationships get you places money cannot. What can, you tell the audience about your relationships in the industry and how it's helped you propelled?
I feel so graceful in the industry. It's a lot of like layers of grace around me. Like being introduced to the music industry through Pharrell initially is just epic. You know what I mean? I was like Pharrell's protege before I just like was Buddy. You know what I mean? And then once I started working with Nipsey and Mike and Keys, it was like another layer of grace in the city of Los Angeles because he's such a legend, and then he like shined a light on me so crazy that everybody just respects me and just loves it. And then it was an extra oomph from J. Cole with the Dreamville sessions. I went in there on a rampage. I was in every session. I made like probably 30 songs in 3 days. I was like, it was so many different rooms, so many different producers. A lot. I've seen other artists like overthinking. I'm just like, is this the beat? You record and press record. You know what I mean? And after they seen the passion that I had in the studio amongst a bunch of talented people, and the documentary too showed it again. I had a whole little section on it. It was like, they gave me like 5 minutes to just like praise. It was just like another layer of grace to just like, damn, this nigga does good work.
And he set the whole thing on fire.
Yeah, it was awesome. But I still was like strategic enough to just let the Dreamville artists get they shine and just, be complimentary to, what they was trying to do. It's less about me. It's all about the group.
Come on. That group is crazy too. We want more music from that Zoink group.
Zoink, we got enough records for an album, but everybody dropping their own individual projects right now. Then we gonna see what's up.
All right, Mount Westmore. I'll hit you like that. You know what that means.
Yeah.
We got 3 album project, 1 CD project on the way.
Yeah, we doing a lot.
No, that's gonna go crazy. I already know. It's such an incredible set of mindsets that are on one record.
And everybody's such individuals. It's like we ain't even worried about how everybody else sound because we have no doubts in each other's creativity. So it's a level of freedom to just allow us to try outlandish cadences and topics and ideas, picking crazy beats that we all like. And we got access to the top producers in the industry in anything possible that we want. So be on the lookout for some Zoink Gang stuff. whenever it come out.
Hey, I felt that laugh. That means to be continued. To be continued. But what has been some of your most rewarding moments in the game so far? I know you've had a ton of them from the beginning. You've had a whole bunch of, I feel like, not confirmations, but a whole bunch of affirmations that this is your path. But what has been a rewarding moment where it stands out that you can grab and hold, you be proud of?
I'll never forget after the Dreamville sessions going to the Grammys. It was the day Kobe died. It was so sad, but then hearing like Alicia Keys like intro, just calming everybody and reassuring everyone that it's gonna be okay. Things happen for a reason, and we here now, suited and booted with all my best friends who just as talented as me. Just like, you know, I don't even know if Dreamville got the Grammy, but it was just tight to be there. It was an affirmation like, we can do this. We supposed to be here. Here we are now. Look around. Who's here, and let's keep it rolling.
They did get the Grammy.
For sure. We did?
Mm-hmm.
We got a Grammy. It was the Grammy. The Grammy was like, yeah, do it.
As we talk about that being a rewarding moment, what's something people got fucked up about Buddy?
I don't know. I feel like I only put so much of my presence out there on social media. All people really have to hold on to is the Sonics, you know? So I'm really trying to build out my presence online because it's a scary game. Everybody got an opinion. And what people got fucked up is that I am not this like superstar artist personality. I'm very down-to-earth, regular dudes. And you can look me in the eyes and have a regular conversation about anything with me, for sure.
That's real. We doing it right now. You hear me?
Yeah.
What's something you take away from each record you create?
How tight I am. Every time I make a song that I like, I'll be listening to that song for like months on end, trying to make sure it stands the test of time. It's other songs that kind of like dwindle away that I don't really want to hear no more, and them just ain't the ones to release. So every time I make something that's worth releasing, it's getting played over and over and over again. So I know y'all gonna do it when it come out.
It's tested and approved
Yeah.
by Buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many of those records do you double back on and take from to build on another record that's timeless after, you feel me, you felt like that wasn't stamped enough?
I just kind of move on. If it ain't it, it ain't it. If it's it, it's it. It's very simple, you know? Like, I feel like you can hear a beat within the first 3 seconds and know if that's the beat. You know what I mean?
Come on.
You can hear somebody rap and know between the first 2 lines if it's tight. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
So if it's not, then it's just not. And that's okay.
We in an ADHD world. It's 15 seconds to get off. Or
Exactly.
You are off.
Yep.
Cut off.
And you cut off, turn down. We don't like it.
That's so low. We don't hear you no more. As you know, the show's powered by Snoop, and you know we gotta make sure we shout out or give our flowers to Dog. What's your Snoop Dogg memory, whether it's in person or his music has done for you?
Okay, the first time when I first got signed up for real, we went to Miami. I was like 17, so I went with my mom. It was my first time in Miami, and we was at I think it was South Beach Studios. I pulled up on Pharrell South Beach Studios. It was like a refurbished hotel that they were still fixing, but it was like an underground studio that they was working at, and it was right on the beach, South Beach. So it was like the sand and as bright as the sun. It's like the sun was reflecting off the sand because it was so white. And you gotta get shades if you go. And then we go in there, and I'm working on, I did Awesome that day. It was like one of my first songs with him, and then we made that song, and then like after we was done, I just like did the hook, the verses. I was like, this is tight, awesome. It was just like, you could just hear somebody, yeah. You could hear somebody coming in the studio. It was like an entourage vibe. Like you could just hear like from the hallway. I'm like, what the fuck? He was like, oh, that's my dog. My dog just pulled up, blah, blah, blah. In comes Snoop Dogg. My mom was super excited because they got the same birthday. She's like, oh my God, Snoop. And then I wasn't really like smoking in front of my mom at the time. So like Snoop like low key passed me the blunt on the low.
One of them.
You know what I mean? I had to like make it seem like I wasn't high or stay in the booth recording and let my mom be in the lounge. But it was epic to just, you know, get that blunt passed to me by Snoop Dogg in Miami when I was working with Pharrell. That shit was epic. Thank you, Snoop. I want some more weed.
You hear me? You know he the Sandman.
Yeah.
I don't know if he put you to sleep yet, but he the Sandman. He put you to sleep.
Yeah, no, I try to keep up. I think my lungs can do it. I'm ready. I'm up for the challenge. Smoke me out, Snoop.
He said he ready. He said he ready.
No swishers, though. Let me roll up. He's smoking.
You know he's
Snoop.
backwood gang.
Now?
Backwood gang.
We gonna have to talk, Snoop. I'm gonna holler at you. Don't trip.
Favorite concert you've been to?
Favorite concert? So many to choose from. Oh my God. Recently, I just went to a jazz concert with Robert Glasper. It was so epic. Terrence Martin invited me. Music Soul Child pulled up. El DeBarge and D Smoke. And a bunch of amazing instrumentalists. Chris Dave on the drums. Derek Hodge on the bass. And it was just so good.
It was a night of legends.
Yeah, it was so epic. Just jazz music is so not hip-hop. It was just like, my mind was blown. I felt like I was on drugs, but I was just drinking wine. The visuals was crazy, and the sound, the sonics was just immaculate.
A lot of people sleep on jazz. They don't understand the inspiration of how that plays into R&B, into hip-hop, and shit, so much more.
Yep. Black Radio 3, Robert Glasper, so good.
Go ahead, say that one more time. Shout him out one more time.
Robert Glasper, he's on the album too. Black Radio 3, oh my God, it was so epic. Jazz show. Go listen to jazz.
Come on. All right, man. It's about that time, you feel me? We made it through the interview.
Oh, for real?
Oh, God. It's a simple conversation. We've been
Fire.
running back and forth. You hear me? We got to know. It's all about what you're doing right now, but it's also about what you're doing next. What's next for Buddy?
I'm really building out some TV stuff. Like, I've been working with a screenwriter, trying to, like, put a TV show together with my friends. It's in early stages of development. I'm really focused on the rollout of this SuperGhetto album, March 25th. SuperGhetto, go get that, you know? And then, I don't know, probably be doing some acting stuff, you know? But I'm just trying to have my hands on the wheel when I do that. I'm not trying to, like, audition to be somebody else. I really want to just build out my own characters. And
you know, we got to shout out Dog
story
right now. Because, you know, Dog plays himself in every movie,
exactly,
every TV show.
Yeah.
You won't find him not being Dog.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope we see Buddy in everything that's Buddy.
It was epic because I got a lot of praise from my little cameo in the Bel Air TV show, and they casted me to play myself, which was awesome. So I like pulled up. I literally woke up, got dressed, went there. They tried to like send me to wardrobe, but I'm like, I feel like this is what I would wear. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. So I kind of just, you know, they said action, and I just, you know, was being myself, which was very tight. It just feels good, and everybody enjoyed it.
It was authentic.
So yeah, I'll probably do some more stuff behind the camera, in front of the camera, and stuff like that.
Bro, what's crazy is how much your music has been played on TV and film already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to bridge the gap and transfer that energy of the music supervisor presenting it to the producer.
Yeah, we're going to be in control of the soundtrack for sure, too. Yeah, we got some stuff.
Man, you got some big things ahead of you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the whole picture.
Yeah.
You just not laser focused on one little beam.
It's a lot going on, for sure.
You made it through the show, like I said before we close out. The floor is yours. You know, run up what you want to run up. We know SuperGhetto, March 25th. Shout out what you want to shout out. Do your thing, player.
Shout out to my parents. Shout out to my friends and my loved ones and all my fans. Thank you so much. Y'all got me where I am today. SuperGhetto, March 25th. I know y'all gonna love it. And that's pretty much it.
If you notice, bro, my show is different. It's unique. They said over there, I got to do segments. I'm like, bet, but I'm not going to do segments like y'all. And I'm like, how do I keep that same energy and close out? The viewers knows it's coming. I'm going to hit you with it.
Mm-hmm.
You got any questions for me?
What made you want to start interviewing artists?
I've had relationships with a whole bunch of people throughout my time. Like, my brother rapped and we got him a little deal. I was a guy in the foot soldier doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I had built relationships with all these people across the board.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find out a way to transfer the heat of like, I fuck with you, but how can we work? Instead of like, they don't fuck with my brother. I love my brother, but sometimes it's real.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you gotta let it go, but I still tap in. I'm the type of person checking in on your family, like whatever it is. We had that moment where you exposed me to something, we're gonna tap in about it.
Word.
And so from there, I was like, man, I gotta do something. It's 2018 December.
Okay.
Like, I gotta launch a show. I gotta do something because the radio told me no. Over there, they said no.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna tell myself yes.
So you created your own lane.
Exactly.
Very inspiring.
And then later on the line, at the end of the first season, I got met with Blvd. Blvd took me to Snoop, and then I've been running since.
That's amazing. Well, I appreciate the opportunity to get my little vibe off. You know, I hope y'all enjoy your boy.
Man, on that note, it's Contrast Uncut. It's season 6, everybody. I got to give a huge shout out to Uncle Snoop's Army and Blvd, because I wouldn't be able to do incredibly dope shit like interview Buddy and talk about his history. And this brother had them diamonds flying. You hear me? They was flying like you feel me, a meteor shower in this motherfucker. You got to rewind it to understand the game. It's okay. That's why they got the rewind button. Man, blessings on blessings, King. To the next episode.